Have you ever wondered why the stories that fuel your favorite video games feel so powerful? How is it possible for these narratives and characters steeped in mythology to come to life in a virtual landscape? Some of the most creative minds in the world spend their lives each year creating these stories for us to play, controller in hand, mouse and keyboard at the ready, to inspire us to see the world in a new way, even as we keep on playing the next title in our backlogs. It is not a coincidence that games we played decades ago will still resonate as an example of how we navigate our lives in the present. Often referred to as a childish hobby, video games do not only impact our entertainment needs, they inspire the creative energies of our minds, even if they are stories meant to inspire children, adolescents, or specific groups of adults. Why is that actually considered a disappointment? Seriously, this argument makes no sense when you take the time to think about it, or talk with a psychology professor type about it. So, mythology has been used for thousands of years to carry on the value systems for cultures of people, the actions of the gods, the responses of their subjects, the laws of the land and the people who challenge them. Myth is told to inspire a path of thought. We find these tales in the present age inside books, comics, movies, and many other spaces, including video games. This connects with the data showing that around 3.4 billion people play video games around the world at the time of this recording. While not all games are meant to inspire the same experiences drawn from mythology, with online multiplayer, microtransactions, casual puzzles, and betting games heavily impacting that billions of people number. The majority of gaming headlines focus on the excitement around new games, their characters, and the stories that we will get to play sometime in our coming future. In fact, video games are the modern form of mythological storytelling, and one that does not have to end. Just like the ancient myths and legends passed down through generations, video games captivate us with their epic tales and larger-than-life characters. They transport us to fantastical realms and immerse us in a rich tapestry of lore. Sequels and prequels keep us in a constant state of learning, expanding the story so we can more fully understand the motivations of our favorite characters and how their world came to be as it is, all the while we are living through our years wishing we could have a similar impact in our world, and we wonder the same questions for ourselves. Except in video games, we are the characters. The world does ask us to be the agent of change. This is how games become a mythology that feels so meaningful. The repetition of the 9 to 5, where we do the same grind with limited impact on the fate of the world, is opened up to us during our leisure time. The myth welcomes us in and lets us be the chosen one, the bard, the cleric, the healer, the destroyer, and even the warrior of light. We become the agents of change, the chosen ones destined to save the world from evil. We embark on incredible quests, battling mythical creatures and powerful gods. We witness the eternal struggle between light and darkness, good and evil. We have command of all our basic needs at a legendary level: belonging, power, fun, survival, and freedom, and can imagine being things that we likely never will be in our reality, even with the utmost dedication, but absent the blessing of luck, like our heroes are granted. From the great adventures of Link in the land of Hyrule to the epic battles fought by Kratos against the gods of Olympus, these stories intertwine with our own lives, inspiring us to be brave and face our challenges. We remember where we were in life the first time we got to experience these stories, and we cherish the memory of what it was like to get through them and achieve the ultimate triumph. We answered the call to adventure. We crossed the threshold and entered the belly of the whale. We conquered the underworld and passed through the road of trials. We ascended to be our very best like no one ever was, feeling the moments of apotheosis, and we eventually returned to the life that we have chosen to live, equipped with the powers from every one of these important lessons. Video games draw inspiration from the classic myths and timelessness of folklore. They adapt ancient tales and legends into playable experiences, breathing new life into them for the current generation. We encounter the same creatures from Greek mythology, like Medusa and Cerberus, and we can battle Norse deities like Thor and Odin. Video games weave these ancient myths into their narrative, adding depth and immersing us in their world. We accept them because we recognize their basic parts. Even better, we form memories of what we did when we were faced with the same challenges that people only used to hear about in tales passed down through the oral tradition, from city to city. Now we get to play them, controller in hand, and our imaginations running at a limitless level. Video game storytelling goes beyond the mere recreation of myths. It creates its own myth, with memorable characters becoming modern-day legends. Think of Mario, Lara Croft, or Master Chief. These characters have become cultural icons, loved and adored by millions around the world. Whether it's saving kingdoms, rediscovering lost treasures, or conquering eternal darkness, video games provide a platform for us to experience our own mythical adventures. In this digital age, they have become a sacred medium of storytelling, a modern echo of ancient legends. So the next time you dive into a video game, remember that you are part of an ever-evolving mythological tapestry. Hundreds of years from now, when people remember the origin of these characters, it will not only be because the stories resonate, but it will also be because you and every other player gave these stories life. The mythology of video games is not only the story of the game, but the story of the people who played the games until the metaphors inside them achieved a level of inspiration that was worth remembering, that birthed a fandom. The power is inside of us as we play the games, just like it was inside the cultures that listened to the telling of those original myths. And we can use these lessons to continue the journey in ways that we could not have done before we experienced them. By embracing the hero within and uncovering the secrets of these virtual worlds, we're able to do much more than play another game. We are able to use the games to add inspiration to our lives. Thanks for watching as we explore the gamer's journey and the modern mythology for gaming culture. If you are enjoying this content, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel and help keep the message of positivity for gamer mental health moving forward. Until next time, happy gaming and continue the journey.